Go on.
Next, I had a breakfast meeting. I was called in to consult by a garbage hauling company I represent.
The situation came up. It involves my uncle. I can't go into details on this one.
That's fine.
But I will say this. My uncle adds to my general stress level.
Uncle Junior's my father's brother.
That's the one.
Good guy, just getting old. Cranky.
Used to take me to Yankee games when I was a kid.
I love my uncle.
At the same time, when I was young, he told my girl cousins I would never be a varsity athlete, and frankly, that was a tremendous blow to my self-esteem. And that night was my son's birthday party.
My wife invites the priest. He's always at the house. At first, it felt like ginger ale in my skull. Dr. Cusimano put me in the hospital. Gave me every kind of test. My nephew, Christopher, was handling the garbage contract problem. But on this, I will also not go into detail.
The doctors kept me hanging about the tests, as doctors will do. So my uncle and I played around the Gulf and had lunch.
You keep mentioning your uncle. What seems to be the problem?
Can we focus more on your immediate family?
My wife and my daughter were not getting along.
But this shit I'm telling you, it'll all blow over.
Didn't you admit to Dr. Cusimano that you were feeling depressed?
Melfi. What part of the boot you from, hon?
Dr. Melfi. My father's people were from Caserta.
Avellino. My mother would have loved it if you and I got together.
Anxiety attacks are legitimate psychiatric emergencies. Suppose you were driving and you passed out.
Let me tell you something. Nowadays, everybody's got to go to shrinks and counselors and go on Sally, Jesse, Raphael and talk about their problems. Whatever happened to Gary Cooper? The strong, silent type. That was an American. He wasn't in touch with his feelings. He just did what he had to do. See, what they didn't know was once they got Gary Cooper in touch with his feelings, that they wouldn't be able to shut him up. And then it's dysfunction this, and dysfunction that, and dysfunction mafungu.
You have strong feelings about this.
Let me tell you something. I had a semester and a half of college, so I understand Freud. I understand therapy as a concept. But in my world, it does not go down. Can I be happier? Yeah. Yeah. Who couldn't?
Do you feel depressed? Do you feel depressed?
Since the ducks left. I guess.
The ducks that preceded your losing consciousness. Let's talk about them.
This is a residence, but just in case.
No, you're not getting me into
Ma,
a
you're not
nursing
listening to
home.
her.
what she
You're not
said.
listening to what
I know
she's saying, Ma.
I know these women in their wheelchairs
Ma.
babbling like
Ma,
idiots.
you're not listening.
No, Anthony, please.
Ma.
You think you're so high and mighty, don't you? With your fancy office.
Ma.
No,
Ma.
Anthony, people come here to die. Oh, my God! Somebody, get a doctor. Get a... Oh.